Hello and welcome to Freeway Express. Before you get started, let's have a quick look at Freeway. When you start Freeway, you will be shown the new document window. A selection of templates is presented to you. Any one of these will give you a good head start. I'm going to choose the minimalistic template in the General section. Give your website a name and click on the Save button. Your Freeway project will be created. Before we start, let's have a quick look at Freeway's interface. At the top of the window, we have the toolbar. There are select and zoom tools, as well as other tools that let you draw and manipulate items on the page. This is the site pane. This shows you how the site is structured and gives you access to all the pages in the site. Over to the right is the inspector palette. Its content will change depending on what you're doing. And this is the colours palette. The first thing I'm going to do is change the name of the website. You'll find this heading on every page. Instead of changing each page in turn, I'm going to use the master page. Master pages let you make changes across the whole site in one go. If I change this heading to say My Photographs and we look at all the child pages, we will see that the headings have changed on each one. This is a very powerful feature in Freeway. I can also change the colour of this box, and again the changes will be reflected across the whole site. Let's go to the home page and put a couple of pictures on it. I'll first delete these two items. Using the graphic tool, I'm going to draw a graphic box on the page. I'm going to use the import from iPhoto option in the file menu to open the iPhoto viewer. I'll scroll down to the picture in the iPhoto viewer I want to use, select it and click on the open button. Now the photos from iPhoto are huge, so right click on the image and use the scale and pad option in the contextual menu that opens. The picture will be scaled down to the size of the box. Next, I'll crop the picture by dragging the points on the item's outline. You will also find more tools to work with images in the item menu. Holding down the Option and Shift keys and dragging one of the points, I can scale the picture. I'll now use the inspector palette to add a drop shadow and a border to the image. I'm going to change the colour of the border to a fairly light grey and make it 6 pixels wide. This will give us a nice frame. OK, using the rotate tool, I'll rotate the picture a little bit. Let's add another image. I'm going to import another picture from iPhoto. And I'll scale and pad it to the box and crop it a bit like I did before. Like the other picture, I'll add a drop shadow and a light pale border. And I'll rotate it a little too. I'm going to move this picture over the top of the previous picture I imported. You will notice that Freeway has drawn a box around both the pictures. This tells us that Freeway will combine both the images into one when the site is published. The image will be output in a web-ready format. We can use the inspector palette to change what kind of image to output and set any compression settings. Another thing we can do with the graphic tool is to create graphic text. Draw out a graphic box on the page and type some text into it. Now select the text and use the inspector palette to change its size. Using the font tool, you can select any typeface on your machine. I'm going to choose Geneva as it is the font used in this template. Using the colour tool, I'll change the colour to a fairly dark red. Now this type will be output as a graphic file, but within Freeway it remains editable and accessible to the spell checker. I'm going to move this graphic text under the photographs and make it bold. I'm going to add some more text to the site. I have some in Pages which I'll be copying. I'm going to paste it into this HTML text box. HTML text is the kind of text you can select on a web page. It is also indexed by search engines. Because this is HTML text, we have a smaller number of fonts from which to choose. This is because the fonts used to display this type of text will be those on the client machine and not yours. I'll be sticking with Verdana for this site. The colour of the text can be changed. I'm going for a pale grey. And I'll make the first few words in the first paragraph black and bold. Before we go any further, let's preview the site. We can use Freeway's very own preview tool. Click on the preview button. Freeway will show you the page using WebKit, which is the same view as you would get if you use Safari. This gives us a pretty good idea of how the site will look in a browser. We will return to Freeway's design view because there are a couple more things we need to do. The thing that holds websites together is links. I want to link this top collage of photographs to the portfolio page. Select all the images and go to the site pane. Grab the portfolio page with the mouse and drag it down to the link well at the bottom of the window. Freeway will create a link on all those items to that page. You will see a little globe appear on them. I also want to link some of the HTML text to that page too. Select the words My Photographs and once again drag the portfolio page from the site pane to the link well. The text has become blue and underlined. Let's view this website in a browser. Go to Preview in Browser in the File menu. Choose a browser from the list. I'm going to choose Safari. Freeway will build the website and after that Safari will open the page. Here is the home page with our HTML text. The graphic collage we built is here and the image and text have links applied to them. Let's test the links. If we click on the collage, we will be taken to the portfolio page. I've added some pictures to this page when you weren't looking. We'll go back to the home page and check the HTML text link as well. And that's working too. Right, that's all good. Let's go back to Freeway. When you are ready, you will want to upload the site to a web server. Go to Upload in the File menu. The upload window will open with a number of options. You can use FTP. You will need details from your hosting company to fill in the information needed in this window. You can also use your MobileMe account if you have one. Just enter your member name and password. If your machine is connected directly to the server, you can use the file copy option. When you first upload the site, Freeway will send everything to the server. After that, it will only upload the files that have changed. This concludes our introduction to Freeway Express. What you've been shown in this video should be enough to get you started on making some great websites with this software. There's a lot more information on using Freeway. Just visit www.softpress.com and follow the links to support, where there are more video tutorials, manuals and links to Freeway Talk and our very own help desk. Above all, have fun and enjoy using Freeway.